During the pandemic, we discovered anew the importance of getting out with nature and trees as a means of improving our sense of well-being. Now, Japanese gardeners have been onto this for centuries. By bringing trees into smaller than courtyard gardens, they enjoyed the benefits of being close to nature. These trees were miniaturised and trained to look like old, mature specimens. We know this art form as bonsai. I'm privileged to visit this National Bonsai Convention put on by the Australian Association of Bonsai Clubs, with a star cast of Japanese, Spanish and Australian bonsai masters demonstrating the many intricate steps to creating these living works of art. Scott, what's the basic idea behind bonsai?
Bonsai is keeping a tree in a pot. That's the very basics of it. So you want to take a form of a tree and keep it contained in a container of some kind. Doesn't need to be a pot, can be a slab like a piece of granite or something like that, but you're containing the roots of the tree in a form that we can use.
Now basically trees start out growing vertically. When they're old they look more open.
They do.
So how do you achieve that in bonsai?
So in bonsai we've got a lot of styling techniques that we can use, whether it's using forms of wire or clip and grow, where you've got a branch growing a certain direction, you'll cut the trunk off and then it'll take off in that direction. So we get to use those sort of different techniques to design our bonsai. But really we look for trees that maybe have an interest point with how they've grown, or some part of them that's died at an early age, and then you can accentuate some kind of movement through design with the tree.
Now, root pruning frightens a lot of people.
Yeah, it does.
But it's necessary, isn't it?
It is. And it's, think about it from a form of rejuvenation. We get older with trees, they continue growing. So when we do this root pruning process with our bonsai, it's giving them another spark of life, providing more room for those roots to grow, and it allows them to rejuvenate and kick off again. And you only do it every sort of 2 to 4 or 5 years, something like that. So it's not done every year, it's done on a periodical basis. I think bonsai is broken into two areas. There's the horticultural side and there's the artistic side. So horticultural side is based on us getting a tree as strong as we possibly can, a bonsai as strong as we possibly can, which then allows us to do far more of the artistic side with it. So by focusing on the tree's strength and its health through its root system, its vascular system, we can really ensure that when we go to design a tree, like we do apply bending technique or a wire to it, or we prune something, or we cut a piece off, or we hollow it out with a Dremel tool or something like that, then we can ensure that the tree is going to bounce back adequately, but also flourish and grow and become a stronger tree than what it was. Bonsai, it's not necessarily about the age of the tree, although age is one thing that we can't necessarily always hide through the formation of bark, but it's the perception of age. That's what us as bonsai artists try and do too. We try and make a tree look older than what it possibly is. So something that's possibly a young bonsai, maybe 15 years old, something like that. We try and put a lot of work into the structure of the tree to make it look very natural and have a lot of taper in it, so that the tree can appear to be a lot older than what it is.
All of the displayed bonsais are from the Bonsai Society of WA. You can see a wide range of local native plants as subjects, which gives a regional feel to the displays. Well, inspiring is the word that leaps into my head after looking at this bonsai demonstration. Look at this baby here as an example. In August 2015, it was a stump dug out of the ground, and look at it now. Look, I hope that might give you the lead to produce some of these wonderful living sculptures in the time-honoured Japanese fashion back at your place.